Your confidence will be the key to get you further in life than you could have ever imagined. And today I'm going to break it down. How do you go about doing this? Because over the 40 title fights that I was a part of, and knowing that it's all about the mental in boxing, and even if you are just walking through life and you have a great opportunity to kind of face that demon, this is how you go about doing it. And I'm going to explain to you exactly how do you get yourself to the next level by following just these 4 steps. And what we're going to do is show you behind the scenes of one of the training camps with some of the guys that we work with, a couple of pros, there were some amateurs, but this is what we explained to them that's out of our Art of Sparring series book. And it really gives you those situations that most fighters end up in tight scenarios. And the coach, you've seen it, the coach can't make adjustments, but I'm going to show you exactly what it is to be third generation when it comes down to knowledge. So let me know where you're checking in from, and I'm about to show you some really, really good stuff. So make sure you got a pen and pad. And at the end, I'm going to also show you and explain this intricate method that you can train in that will totally take your training to the next level. So thanks again for tuning in to the page. Special shout out to you. Now, be patient. You're about to learn some the behind the scenes. So don't leave. This will take about maybe 4 minutes. So be patient and make sure you drop your name down in the comment boxes and let me know exactly where it is that you're watching from. Because without even saying it out loud, once again, this is a special run of leading up to my birthday week. So there's going to be some serious smoke coming on this page this week, and I'm going to share it with you, my friend. So once again, let's get ready to watch some of the tips that we give our guys when it comes down to serious training camps and scenario boxing. Check it out. I'm going to be quiet, hang tight, and if you got questions, make sure that you leave it down in the comment boxes. We got 2 surprises that's going to blow your mind and 4 steps that you must take. Check it out. The liver shot or the boom, the uppercut. These are several different variances in which to end a fight, to get a guy out of there, take him off of Queer Street and put him on the Bid Street. That's key. So making sure that you have an effective way to do it. Boom, boom, he can get in the clinch, he bends over. You make sure you learn how to get off to the side, and you can punch him down the side, and boom, and stuff. And then, last but not least, walk to him, break a pop, pop, pat, boom, 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 and walk him down and take his willpower. He wants to get out of there, get him out of there. Coach Bradley signing out. Be blessed to Godspeed. Master Boxing. Peace. Now, this is a pressure situation. Now what that does is give them the natural instinct and the natural determination to throw the punches that they just worked on. And as you can see, that was a busy round. And that is the true art of sparring, working until you build up the confidence and the comfort to walk in there throwing combinations instead of single shots and pot shotting all night. So that is the key when it comes down to the art of building upon your platform to spar. Now, this is situational simulation. So
Okay, so like I spoke about the online academy, what you'll learn is the curriculum, how to progress from tier 1 to tier 4, which is first you go through basic combinations, defensive blocks, then counters, slips. It develops over a progression. And that's why when you see a lot of the combinations and some of the things that we're doing, it looks so well put together because it's a progression. It's a building block to get better inside of the ring, and having your reaction drill and your counterpunch skill set elevated by repetition. And day after day, they run this. And what happens there is they're ingraining it into their muscle memory. Same thing like over here.
Now, what you're seeing is the breakdown. These methods will show you how we break each and every single skill defensively. This is the periodic table of boxing. Fully, this is the periodic table, and next we're going to show you how does that implement into our actual fighting on fight night and on title night. Amateur, pro, it doesn't matter. The same system is being used. It's not a program. A program is very limited. When you got a system breaks down every situation that you're going to be in. Hence is why this art of sparring is the fire. It's one of the most telling things when you see my guys always deal with any situations. So you got to remember this when you're going into the ring of sparring. If you are not equipped for everything, then you're going to be faced with so many different things, and you can't make adjustments if you don't have that periodic table. And so that's kind of why we broke it down. The next thing you're going to see, so get your notepads out, is how we simulate once we do all of that ABC, what you call that membrane feeding. And that's how you get to a place where you see, let's just say Bud Crawford versus Errol Spence Jr. You guys remember that fight? When you see, it's not about power and size, those are attributes. When when you know how to implement and apply that periodic table that you're watching, that's like calculus to the human body in competition. That's used at the highest level. I got this stuff and that mindset passed down from 4 tenures in the Olympics. 4 different Olympic brains and tenures. So that's the difference. That's why you see one-sided fights, because there's one side that is loaded with that information, the other side that thinks it's all about hands. So watch this simulation and you'll start to see how these guys have been programmed in such a way that you cannot refute the reason why there's nearly 300 titles under this system. Coach Adams, Coach Bradley, and Coach Bradley. This is real stuff. So check it out. Enjoy the tape. Let me move it right through and check it out. We got some good stuff for you.
And the difference. So coaches, remember, if you do not have the platform where you operate and teach,
move this through. Simulation sparring. Be thorough. Remember your combinations that you do. Let's get inside. A little bit more shoulder to shoulder. Good. The last thing that we're going to do is just basically go. See, the longer guy typically was a boxer, but when he's in the ring with guys who have power, which the opposite guy had power in the white shirt, he gets to a place where he can't let his hands go. So that's what you saw prior, if you understood where their progressions were. So sometimes you're in a fight and you can't let your hands go and you don't know why. The thing is, your skills has not set in. Even though you've been working on it in training camp, your skills have not settled into your muscles. So when you fight against guys who have great offense, you shrink. And that's fair because you got to learn this stuff. We have a guy right now who is the third guy who's been locked up, who's working and using our system. So special shouts out to that penitentiary. Number 3, in the past 4 weeks, We've had 3 guys. This guy's been locked up since he was 16. And he sent a video of him training, doing his footwork drills and teaching other guys. See, the difference between you and the other guys, let's just say, for instance, the coaches who are in the school of boxing, special shouts out to you guys. These guys are using a system of boxing. They have tons of information that you won't ever have access to. So, therefore, when you put them in a situation, they're going to know how to get out of it 100%. When you get in a situation, you're just hoping out. And that's not how you go about this boxing. This is how you win medals. This is how you win titles. This is how you climb the ranks. Another thing that I'm going to tell you is how to actually know how much training to do to get that muscle memory embedded. When you use this system, Art of Sparring, you're going to learn 4 different things that's going to change how you operate. First, you're going to learn masterful footwork so you can navigate around the ring. The next thing you're going to learn on top of those tips are the ability to counterpunch anybody at any time in any place in the ring, because the drills are going to back that up. And the next thing that you're going to learn how to do is use Sugar Ray Robinson's defensive prowess and his offensive arsenals. That means letting the hands go and flowing in combinations and flurries to hide big punches and knock guys out. You said you wanted to be a fight master. This program right here creates fight masters. Why do I know that? Because I've been recruited in over 40 title fights. That's not regular training camps, titles. So that's how you know. So use that mindset when you're going into it. It's not your fault. Confidence is going to be the thing that separates you from anybody, and that's in any walk of life. Your confidence comes from being reassured that you have the actual recipe, the remedy. And when it's all time, you got that smoke. Serious coaches who are not using boxing just for recreational purposes. I mean, you really got serious boxing. Type the word smoke, because that Sugar Ray Robinson stuff is all about giving you that smoke. And it's a small section, but that section is going to make you understand why this man had 109 knockouts, and he understood progressive movement, retreating and setting you up. And so that's kind of what you see in this kind of training. So I want you to stay encouraged and slowly build until you get that confidence. Because once you start to dig down and you really commit to this thing and start really educating yourself, that's when boxing is awesome. That's when you start to take that ride. That's when your dreams start to come true. And yeah, it's going to take you several years to get to the pinnacle. But the thing about it is, today, you're already at the pinnacle, because that journey, you're only winning all the way up because you have the actual map. So no matter how far the pot of gold is, you're already rolling on the yellow brick road. So you're already covered in rainbows and supported by a master team. So make sure you take the liberty to take your team and make sure that you circumvent them with proper information. And no matter what drill you do, you make sure you give them every single minute that it's going to take, 848 minutes on average, to embed that stuff into you. So don't go drill to drill to drill. Use the guide, train yourself. Make sure you follow the tutorial, because it's broken down. What you just witnessed was part of the tutorial. So implement that and build your confidence. And no matter what goes on, you're going to be ready for that next level. And in the sport of boxing, we need you to follow that process. And once you follow the process, you'll see the reason why guys like Andre Ward, who was a decorated Olympian, and Oscar De La Hoya, Sugar Ray Leonard, all of those guys went on to be champions because they followed a process and they had lineage around them. So make sure you do that. And if you're serious about it, make sure you commit to it every single day. And think of the first word I want you to think about when you get up in the morning. It's confidence. and find a way to dig your confidence up, because that's what you're going to pour out. And that's the reason I'm here, to help you get yourself to that next level. I'm gonna take this question. And once again, how long does it take to learn the basic of boxing, aka from the hands on average? The basics of boxing your entire life, because you continue to refine it every year. So hopefully that makes sense. But embedded in it until you get it right is not how you train. You do it until you can't get it wrong. So you follow the, that's why you, because you don't have anything that you're following. So we gave you that guide, skills guide. So that's your litmus test. There's some people that was in the first quarter of that guide. It's broken down into quarters, and they were in it the whole year. And then there are guys who are ready to move to the next quarter in 6 to 8 weeks, but that doesn't mean they've mastered it. It just means tier one, which is the tiers that show you how you have received it cognitively. And then the 3 tiers of mastery is you get it cognitively, which is in here. And then emotionally, that means when you see it, it just energizes you. When you think about it, you feel it in your body and your mind, but you don't have it down physically, because you can do it until you get it right. But physical mastery is you can do it until you never get it wrong, no matter what day of the week it is. That's why some fighters have such stellar records, because they mastered their craft, not till they got it right, but until they could not get it wrong. So don't rush. Enjoy the process. It's 4 tiers to every set. Make sure you learn. Tier one is walkthrough. Tier two is average pick pace. Tier three is hot sauce. And tier four is fight mode. It takes a while to understand how great you can take boxing and become a fighter with it. But one thing you can definitely do, if you're serious in the game and you're building fighters, type smoke and use the Art of Sparring, that program, that system, that Sugar Ray Robinson smoke. That's there. Type smoke and never look back, because I'm promising you one thing. If you stick to it every single day and every single ounce of your journey, is going to be about building confidence, and that no one else can supersede it. That's the magic pill that you will have in that ring, champ. So that's all I got. Special shouts out to my brothers, my man, all you guys. Continue blessings. And remember, this is my birthday countdown. 8 days remaining. And you guys are going to benefit each day this week. So keep it locked. Check out the reels. Make sure you go into our stories and continue blessings. Keep that focus. Stay motivated and build your athletes so that you donate and contribute to the sport of boxing. So long, guys. Special shouts out to my brothers in Top Trainer U. Be blessed at God's speed. Much love from my name is Coach Eric A. Bradley, and we teach boxing. Peace.